This brown sugar truck coming at you. How y'all doing? Good, good. I know I look different. Now y'all see my hair. That's not what I wanted to start off with, but it's there. Or should I say, not. Yes, I cut my hair. It was time. I had to let the dreadlocks go. But it'll grow back and hopefully thicker, because as you can see, my edges are really thin. And I mean, it was starting to break off my edges really bad, so I had to just, it was just too heavy, y'all. But anyway, I'm out here in, where am I at? I'm in, I done forgot that quick, y'all. Missouri. I'm in Jackson, Missouri, getting live unloaded. I don't know if y'all can see, because of course I can't, I don't know how to turn, I never know how to turn this camera. It never gives you an option to turn this freaking camera around. Let's see, I'm getting live unloaded, and I don't know if you can see that red light, but I got a red light, so they're loading me or unloading me right now. So I thought I'd just come to y'all real quick, see how y'all doing. Y'all, I just been going through it. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. This is not no sad video. I'm not coming to y'all to do no sad video. But first, let me show y'all. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? Look. It's all around here. I thought that was really pretty. It's like one way in, y'all, and one way out. And look at that. You see that? I think that is so pretty. And you just drive around on this road right here, and it's just a one way, and you just follow it all the way around, and it just takes you around the mountains and the building. It's like, wow, cool. But anyway, y'all, I just came to tell y'all a little bit, give y'all a little update. I've been here and there and here, back to Florida, where I've been, Alabama, Georgia. Seemed like I've been stuck in Georgia for days and days and days. And now I'm finally back in Missouri. But y'all, it was embarrassing. I had to park in this parking lot the other night, and I ended up getting a boot on my truck. I ended up having to pay. It was like 4 or 5 of us that parked in this parking lot, and I swear when I tell you that there was no parking, I mean no parking. The truck stops in Georgia was packed. I mean, they were all packed. Even the reserves were full. So when I finally just had enough, I even went to one truck stop that was closed down completely, gated up and everything, y'all. But I went to this parking lot, and it had like what was it, some a hair store. There was like a chicken place across the street. There was a KFC across the street. It was all kinds of little small stores, but it was dark when I got there, and I swear I didn't see that sign that said no parking. And I actually parked there because there was other trucks already there, and they was coming going, but you know, they was there. And so by the time the officer came, or whoever this guy was, it was like 2 in the morning. He had done put a boot on all of our trucks, y'all. All of our trucks. It was like 4 or 5 of us, I think. And we had to give him $150. I got the ticket in there. Well, it wasn't a ticket. He said it doesn't go on my record or anything. You know, they didn't even have to call my company because I paid it. You know, they didn't have to trying to get a call. But I was like, y'all, oh my God. And when they pointed out that little bitty sign, nobody had seen it. Nobody had seen that freaking sign. But it was private property. So because it was private property, before he woke anybody up, he gave everybody a boot. Put a sticker on our window, on our windshield, everything, the whole 9 yards. And then start knocking on truck doors. Man, I was so freaked out. Then I had to move my truck. It's 2 in the freaking morning. So of course that made my time start all over. So of course that means I lost my run because I had to give up the run that I was on, even though I didn't want that run in the first place. Because y'all, okay, what they did was, let's backtrack. We're gonna go back to Friday. I'm in Florida, right? They give me a run going from Florida to Kentucky. I'm like, wow, awesome. So I'm doing the run. I get in Georgia. It's time for my break. You know, time for your 10-hour break. You gotta stop. I stop. By the time I stop good, here comes a message popping up talking about they've turned my load into a relay. So in the morning, I had to drive from where I was at in Georgia, like 40 miles to Atlanta, Georgia, to our terminal, drop that load and pick up another load, another relay, and take it to, where did they have me to go? Alabama. Y'all, I was sick and mad. I was like, are you serious? Then come to find out, while I'm dropping the load and picking up the other load, there was the guy that was waiting on my load had been waiting all night. Well, I had to do 10 hours. So if he was sitting there waiting and he didn't have to do a 10-hour, he was only waiting on me and had to shut down, why not give him the load that was sitting there? Why change my load into a relay and make me go and pick up another relay to take somewhere else? Why? I mean, y'all, I know it's all in trucking and you got to deal with it, and I dealt with it, but y'all, I'm just saying, that made no sense whatsoever. Okay, so then I did that. Got another load from there, which was Alabama, back to Georgia. From Georgia, somewhere in Georgia, y'all don't even remember, but somewhere in Georgia to another part of Georgia. I've been just going back and forth between Georgia and doing relays in Alabama. Until this load came the other day where I had to take, I dropped off, I was going somewhere in Georgia, but whatever the case may be, I got there at like, I think it was like 10:30, and I think the load was supposed to be there before 11:30, but they denied it. I'm on time, early, an hour, and they still denied it. So then I had to, because I couldn't sit there, I had to go and leave, go to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, to one of our terminals. By the time I got there, they were supposed to tell me, you know, give me another load, tell me what they wanted me to do. So I'm under the impression I was going to drop that load and they was going to reschedule it for whenever these people was wanting to unload this trailer and let me go on by my business. No, I get to the terminal. They put the load back on me for the next day at like 11:30. Y'all, you know I was hot. That means I had to sit all day long. The rest of the day, I had to sit until the next day where I can unload, get that trailer off me. Oh my God. So, y'all, I decided, jeez, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I wasn't feeling that terminal in Georgia, Alabama. I know it was one of our home terminals and all that stuff, but I wasn't feeling it, y'all. It was small, it was congested. I just wasn't feeling it. And I wanted to cook something in my truck. So I went to Walmart, got a few things, got back in the truck, and I thought, okay, I'll drive to, you know, most of the way to where this, where I've got to unload at 11:30 the next day, so I can be there early again and hopefully won't go through the same thing. Oh, my hair's a mess, y'all. It's just sticking out. But, so I did all that. I got to the store. I'm driving, y'all. I get like 10 miles from where I'm supposed to unload. So I go to one truck stop, full. I go to another truck stop, huge. This truck stop, you even have to take a ticket. So that means you have to pay just to be in that truck stop. Full. Even the reserve in that truck stop was full, packed. People parked everywhere. People walking everywhere. It was like a party up in that truck stop, y'all. I was kind of curious on staying and walking around and being nosy, but it was full. So I turned my ticket back in. They didn't charge me. I left. Next truck stop. That one was closed. The next truck stop, full. Y'all, when I passed that little area where I saw some truck stops and it was in a parking lot, I stopped. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped. I was tired and I didn't see that sign, but I wasn't looking for no private sign or anything either. I'm not gonna lie. I just was not looking for that. I saw some truck drivers and I was like, this is up my alley and I'm gonna park. So that's what I did. Fast forward to that next morning, 2 in the morning, I had to pay $150 to get a boot off my truck. Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was sad. It was rough, y'all. So then I had to drive. I ended up having to drive another 28 miles to get to a truck stop. That truck stop was full, but I made a parking space. And hoping, crossing my fingers, y'all, that I wouldn't get another boot or they wouldn't come knocking on the door asking me to move. Because I wasn't parked in a parking spot, but I was parked on, you know, the truck stop lot. And everything ended up being fine. But by the time I did all that and got up the next morning, I had to call in because I wasn't going to make it by 11:30 because I was out of time. I was still out of time and I had to start my 10-hour clock again. So that was not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. So what happened? I ended up sitting most of that day until they got me another load around 1-ish. 12, yeah, no, I think it was 1, a little after 1. And now, back up to date, I am currently being unloaded. I picked that load up, where was I? In Stockwood, Georgia. And now I'm here in Jackson, Missouri. Yeah, I'm telling you, trucker life, whew. It can be exciting, it can be adventurous, it can be lonely, boring, hard, beautiful, exciting, awesome. It can be all those things, y'all, rolled up into one. And what you do with it and how you live through it and how you treat it is all up to you. That is one thing I have learned since I've been out here. Even stressing, trying to get over here to make sure I had enough time to get this live unloaded because it was an appointment time. It's crazy, y'all. And I don't stop a lot. You know, I keep driving. I keep rolling. I just roll, y'all. I get these runs and I just roll. I be trying to get these miles in, right? So it still be stressful. It still be stressful. You make sure you're gonna have enough time for your 10 hour. And you know, you factor in all that. You try to factor in the time zones that you're gonna have to go through. And sometimes it still doesn't seem to work out. It still seems so stressful, like you're not gonna make it on time. Y'all, I was stressing when I got here because I thought I was going to run out of time. And as soon as I pulled up, just before I clocked myself saying that I got here, a message popped up saying that they changed the time to 12:15. I was like, whew, because I really thought I was going to get here and that they was going to deny me or something. Ooh, I'm done, y'all. I got a green light. I'm going to have to let y'all see that so I can go. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all probably can't see that. Let's back up. You know what? This thing. Well, I wanted y'all to see my green light, but I don't guess it's going to show up clearly. But anyway, y'all. There it is. Now it's flashing. It's been 15 minutes anyway. I've been rambling on. I better get going. Love y'all. Y'all keep your dreams rolling. Peace out.